2, 1, 0, ignition.
Alright, hello everyone. We are going to get into our game here against Dinobot in some adaptive best of 3. Should be some good stuff. I am going to be using a different deck. I will not be using Bob with the Bright. I'll be going with a deck that I plan on using, and I've been using the Swindle Team events. And I'd like to get in some practice with it for our playoff games. For my playoff game tomorrow, as it's the deck of my triad. Since it's full Moirai, it's the deck of my triad that I'm a little bit less familiar with, and I think is going to be the choice for my opponent for me to play Archon. So we will be playing Vervet, the Sorcerer Librarian, which is an AOA. I think it does pretty well in adaptive, and just want to get some more reps into it. So let's look at their deck. So they've got Law Ram, the Zealot Naysayer. That looks like a fun deck. So it's got Tome Bolt Emission, 2 Tau Tau Vapors, Wild Wormhole, Hologramophone. Let's see about my camera here. Yeah, there we go. I think that should be fine. Universal Recycler Bin, that's interesting. We're not really looking to purge. So I don't think, doesn't look like they have anything that's gonna get their own value out of it. So everyone may have to remember opposed Pixies is gonna be on the board. We do steal on this deck. So one of the pretty impressive things about this deck is that it has, or Vervet has 3 unlock gateways. And it's got a I like the Brobnar in it. I bought this deck off Dr. Sheep because it has a Gangernaut combo, as long as well as some other tricks. Also, the name is awesome. Vervet, the Sorcerer Librarian. Science Officer Lang, Psionic Officer Lang, 2 Medic Ingrams, Cauldron Boil, Unsuspecting Prey. Okay, so good. These are all. Oh, 1 second. Yeah, sounds good, Ketzer. I need 2 seconds. Alright, well, we're back. Quick start games, so don't have to wait too much longer. And well, them being the first player, maybe this is okay. I think we keep this and we keep it and we just roll with it. So we'll keep going, and I think if we go here, depending on what they play, Mr. Exploit doesn't always get good value. If we can get value off the Flame Wake Shaman next turn, though, I'm okay with it. And the Relentless Assault can, you know, maybe get us an extra Reaper fight. Help to see. So we'll go for it. Flash early is really nice. Come off with a Kirby first thing is really good. So, and again, this is adaptive best of 3. We're not necessarily looking to crush their deck. We're just looking to win it in the long haul. So if the decks are uneven, hopefully we can evaluate their deck properly with chains and go from there. And as usual with all my adaptive matches, I never look at a. Typically just go off the Archon card. The Star Alliance in this deck looks really quite good. I do think we call Brobnar. And we will just get that out of the way. So they're going Star Alliance. Psionic Officer Lang, alright. Dang, okay. Well, we'll go Brobnar. And well, I may as well play Pound and just fight here. I think with my Brobnar, I'm fairly interested in just keeping their board down. Their Star Alliance board looks pretty scary. Don't want the Ingrams getting value, don't want things sticking. And we have enough tools to do that. Okay, here comes the E-Dies. We have a Life Ward in hand, so getting the Life Ward, I actually didn't check if they have any R, which I should do. So they've got... They've got lots of C, and lots of ways to amplify their damage, but I don't see any R here. Which is fine. So I get the impression this might be a long game. Setting up that, they played Twin Bolt Emission. So there's, I mean, I guess they're kind of interesting. So we call Dis, put down our Life Ward, put down our Misery Export. This kind of thing where I'm kind of tempted to next turn maybe Life Ward, Binding Irons, Gateway. Shut them down for a turn, but then we won't get value out of our life for a life, so probably be better to just ping their oh, a spammer. Ping their E-Die. Maybe because we won't kill their. We'll save our unlock gateway for their groupthink tank. Well, there's the post Pixie. So now I think we're happy to go. We'll go Dis. Use Life Ward. Play Binding Irons. Just say that's enough. Logos, Thorium Plasmate. They have a lot of creatures. So then we go Shadows, Hideaway Hole. Oops. Missed out on Amber there. Missed out on Amber, which is entirely my fault. I should have just played Sucker Punch first, which my mind saw. But my hands, they played out the Hideaway Hole first because it was on the left. Always reading right to left, or left to right. There's Frayne. So here we can go Dis. Can play. So who are we trying to bring back? We're gonna bring back our Flamewake Shaman, I suppose. So we'll get Tesmil down. We'll play this creature on the left. And we'll discard... do I want Foozle out, or... kind of feel like the Take That Smarty Pants is not as valuable there. Group Think Tank's dead. Yeah. And then we exhume. And we exhume out Flame Wake Shaman. We put that on the right. Blow up the Kinkin. Then we lash. Yeah. So I wonder if this makes them think, oh, do we have our too much to protect? Because we might. And hopefully they're feeling the Binding Irons. Cauldron Boil, yeah. So here we go, Brobnar. We get Grok out, we get Foozle out, we get Foozle out. That was bad ordering. That there was bad ordering in case we got, Okay, well, the too much to protect is was late. Say Livy. Can't always be timed properly. But our Brobnar is fairly good now. Pretty happy with that overall. I'm definitely not upset. Because here we can go, well, we can play Groggins, which is, you know, not huge, but it's something. And we should have had Grok on the outside for the Ganger Chieftain. I doubt they'll get to 5 Amber, or 6 Amber. I really hope they don't. Tau is good. I guess Grok having elusive next to the Lamindra is interesting. I don't think it's helpful here, but it's certainly interesting. Yeah, okay. Well, here we're gonna Brobnar. And fight with the Grok. Reap, get our Groggins out. And here, give everything elusive. Star Alliance. May have 2 archives too, so we need to keep that in mind. Contrina Flux, that's really good. Yeah. Well, they can take us down to 7 at least. Here with a Reap. Medic Ingram, oh, they can fight. Okay, but it has elusive. Universal Translator. Yeah. They're gonna go to 4. I wouldn't mind them going to 4. Oh, actually, never mind. It works. Well, we'll forge blue here. And this time we'll call Shadows. Play Furtive Investors. We will Reap here. Reap there. Play Life for a Life. Do that. and go back up to 8. So you have our unlocked gateways. I'm not sure too certain how I feel about that, but it makes it interesting. Depending on what board they pull, can pull the trigger on it. We don't have a big Groggins doesn't matter. So okay, Wild Spirit. So now the team TP is gone. They know it's gone, so they don't really have to worry about reaping that. Reaping that's really good. We should still forge though. And they'll probably have they should have something else in there. Which of the wilds, eh? Pretty cool. Oh, here we forge red. We will indeed call Dis. Play Binding Irons. Play that. So the question is, do I keep a unlocked gateway in hand just in case? We would only see 2 cards then. And of my draw, what I want to see is, depends what I want to see. I think we discard one. And then we play that one. Then here we'll go Shadows, probably. Okay. So I sort of would like them. I actually wouldn't mind doing Dis here and then doing that. So we could stun. Or we could, Yerk and tax and hope to see either that, or we can. So what do you hope to draw? I guess we hope to draw the Dreadnought, but does that really matter? I think we go Brobnar. We do 1-2 punch. Stun the Frayne. Play Bramo. Play you. Activate Bramo. And kill that Ingram. Because it kind of feels like, well, it's a matter of time until the Ingram does die. If Quintrino Flux, yep. And we can reap with to put the ward back on. So I guess we go Brobnar and We fight here. Oh, right. Right. Either way, he was dead. Oh, that's bad. Well, we play Foozle. Forgot about that. For some reason, I thought it was, For some reason, I thought I was gonna live. Nature's Calls. Well, we'll call this Lash. Play Ancient Yerk to get. Sarazov is actually really good though with the Brobnar. But we'd like to see something else. It doesn't win us the game. That doesn't win us the game either. That helps us get there sooner. They just went, yeah. Wish our draws have been lining up a little bit better here. So here we go, Brobnar. Play that creature. Hope for something. That's not what I want, but okay, let's go. They're gonna hologramophone too. So they Tattoo Vapors. Can still archive. How many pips do they have in Logos? They have Twin Bolt Mission, Wild Wormhole, Thorium Plasmate. That's it. Okay, Candy Unit's a good card. Perfect. I just need a creature we can destroy. Come on, play another Logos creature. Well, we go Dis, play out Tesmo, play out that, and we lash them. You know, I mean, that's a good card. I think it's just too late. But who knows? Maybe we could, but we can't, because we can't actually take them, because they can go to 8. Yeah, we just can't. Nothing we can do here. If we had a Groke, maybe. Ghost Hawk, or is that? Okay. Yeah, just there's no possible way we can do anything here, sadly. Just draws never lined up in the end. I never really had a chance to get the Ingram off the board. So here we go, Brobnar. Play take that Snarty Pants. Wait. Oh, it's Logos cards. I thought it was Logos creatures. So here we crush that, crush that. Very close. Couldn't quite line it up there at the end, but close. Yes, sir. Don't do this to me. I'll message them. Okay, so they kicked me out of the reversal game, so he oh, wait. No, cancel. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, there we go. Dinobot made it a game. And KAGI is the password, as all the games are. It's different music this stream. Hopefully it's been nice and chill. There we go, Vervet. And I get to choose to go first. I will choose to go first. Yeah, and I do choose to go first. Let's get into this. Yep. Keep. Think we're pretty happy about seeing that. See if Dinobot mulligans. Vervet has some pretty ugly opening hands. It's a deck that I am under the impression that you want to mulligan fairly hard on Vervet. A lot of late game cards, a lot of situational cards. And it's good to keep one or two, but don't want a handful of them. I'll archive that one. pretty happy with that start. Life Ward is a really good start. Tesmo is a pretty nasty start. So I guess I could go Untamed. And if they try to put me on anything but Untamed, it's fine. And then I'll have to ask Dinobot for a bit of a break between this match and this and the third game. Just so I got some things I need to get in order in the in between. So what do we want to wild wormhole into? So you wouldn't want to wild wormhole into a Contrino Flux or a Nature's Call. So I kind of feel like, but we also don't draw any cards that way. I guess we will, because we'll archive like Cauldron Boil. We'll archive First Officer Frayne. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. 4 cards. We'll see 2. Well, we'll go Logos. No. Well, Wild Wormhole. Cauldron Boil, okay. Logos, archiving the Frayne. So, the Tesmo being allowed to live, not much choice on it. You know, like, what are we going to do? However, I think this gives us some good options on perhaps what we can do to come back. So yeah, Binding Iron's a good call. I would crack the Life Ward. Plays Ancient Yurk, yeah. Tesmo Reaps for Logos. Flamewake Shaman, Groggins, and Dust Chronicles. Not a ton of disc creatures in Vervet. Smart choice. Yeah, just Chesmo, Yurk, and Ancient Yurk. So, I'll say play the Yurk here. Which I could. I'll be able to kill the Red Alert. Yeah, I think there we just go Logos. No. Can Reap with that. Kill a Tesmo. I think we're pretty happy. Tesmo's dead. Didn't really waste too much. Still Reaped, gained an Amber off the Thorium Plasmate. Right? Thorium Plasmate has an Amber. Yeah. So I think overall we're still fairly happy with that. We're not really behind the pace of the game. Vervet has Burst. you know, stuff like the foozles and all that. But okay, for seeing their live for life. Okay, so now we can do Untamed. Not take the archives, but we can play Cauldron Boil, play Witch of the Wilds, put Wild Spirit on it, and play Post Pixies out there. And then I think that's actually a pretty good. This is probably a good time to go. Well, because we got our red alerts. And I don't know if we want to be using a red alert right now. Vervet's board is some high value creatures, but they're mostly Brobnar, and I doubt Vervet only has like 14. It's only like 15 creatures, I believe. Yeah, 15 creatures. So, you know, we're not going to be red alerting Vervet, who's going to be aggressively board clearing our board very hard. So it kind of feels like, well, we'll try and get minimal value out of it, and maybe we can do some work too. Now they're going Dis, so they might unlock Gateway us here. We've only seen one. Yeah. Yeah. And then, so here, I think I'd be fairly happy to get our Star Alliance board out now. Now that all three of the gateways are gone. And one of the Life for Lives is gone. And the Flaming Shaman is gone. So I'll say, yeah, you know, we'll play the red alert, doesn't do much. But then we got the Frayne to capture one of the Frayne. And we want to play that as a creature. We want to put Frayne in the middle. We don't want Bramo to hit it. But we want the Expo Rover because we want to put pressure onto Vervet with the Reaping. They don't have very good Amber control. It's an AoE deck. They do have some. They don't have a lot. And we want to keep that pressure on. That's a really good pound. That's a good pound. But we want to keep that pressure up, and can't really do that with who we currently have. So here we'll go Logos. Do this again. Make it so that it makes it much harder for the Bramo to fight, for the Ruzels to get their Reap effects. And then Bramo will fight into the Wormhole Technician, I'm certain. Perhaps the Frayne. Frayne is stunned, so I don't know if it's a super priority, but this will be a 4 Amber Burst right here from Vervet. But if they only kill one Wormhole Technician, or if they leave our Wormhole Technicians alive, we have a fairly good, I imagine Bramo's going to fight. I don't know why. I think it's fairly, yeah. And they'll Reap. Yeah, it's a nice turn. Oh, yeah, that's really good. Yeah, and I should get a Reap out. It's a really good turn. See, something like that is just never something we saw line up. So it's unfortunate, but that is the kind of burst that Vervet does need to see, and wants to see, can do. So unfortunate we never saw it, but pretty good. And they have the Gang of Chieftain in hand? Yeah. Vervet be like that. So we're just gonna have to, we'll play it out, but I think that's GG. That's way too much burst. They just gained 9 amber in that turn, 10 amber in that turn, 10 amber in that turn. So next to Fuzel. Last. Well, yep, that's it. And we'll and that's just that is bad luck. But also, you know, Dinobot recognized that and set it up, so also skill. Not trying to take away their win there, but that does feel bad. Oh, that's kind of weird. I think it's way more worth it to Drummernaut. To destroy and disperse. I can't stop them. I guess I can't stop them anyways. But that seemed like a really odd choice. Yeah. And that's just Keyforge for you. Well played. Thank you, YouTube. Good luck in the rest of your games. Yeah, and we just got yeah, we just got super high rolled by Rivet there. Really close, really a very, very close game one. We were almost able to take it home. Just sort of like, you know, the last like 3 or 4 turns sort of ended up pretty clunky, and our hands you know, we couldn't do anything, and you know, nothing ever lined up to actually take out the Ingram with the warded Ingram, which Rivet should really be more than capable of doing. It's got lots of fight effects, a lot of damage. So like I said, Rivet should very much have been able to win that game, and sort of just the last little bit, just nothing ever really seemed to line up. I probably could have done some better hand shaping around You know, maybe we. I don't know. I have to look it back, but perhaps we could have done better hand shaping and gotten bigger Brobnar turns. You know, maybe playing the Ganger Chieftain was wrong that first turn and hope for a high roll like that. Maybe that was our only. Maybe we had to, but then it's hard because then that our only real option to win there is. No, because then maybe we could have just killed the Frayne. I still don't know, though. I still don't know if it would have been enough. But if we did that, we also had 4... It would have been a very... We would have had to really aggressively not use our hand in order to draw the 1 to 2 cards a turn to do that. So, it was really hard. Oh, hey, Dinobot. Thank you for the games. That was, it's an interesting feeling getting absolutely high-rolled and stomped by your own deck. But that was what? That was 20-something amber over 2 turns there. With a back-to-back, Ganganok combo. Brutal. Yeah, it was crazy. And Vervet can do those kind of things, especially with the double foozles. You could have gotten, especially because like, you could have gotten more amber on that last turn. So it probably would have been like, what, like 26? Yeah, probably like 26, 28 amber, just in those 2 turns, with the two foozles out. Yeah, it is absolutely crazy, and it just sort of the first game was pretty rough at the end. The last few turns, just draws were rough. I wasn't able to do much, but for game 1 it was very close. I think going to chains, if we had gone to game 3 with adaptive on this thing, I think the bidding would have been really crazy. I don't know what you were thinking. Yeah, Laram does look very consistent, and Vervet can certainly just high roll. This isn't usually my adaptive deck. The reason I would probably pick Vervet. I wouldn't pick. I would, obviously, if your deck had won, we would have been bidding on your deck. I would have been trying to bid you to higher chain. I wouldn't have been trying to outbid you on your deck. I would have been trying to push you higher for chains on your deck, so I could play Vervet with a little bit of an advantage. Vervet also has Binding Irons, which is much more noticeable, in my experience, after the chain bidding. Sort of it can push those breakpoints and, you know, sort of extend. It can extend and punish the chain bidding harder on the deck that was chained. So I definitely would have tried to get Vervet, but by pushing you a bit higher on chains than you're comfortable with, maybe pushing to like 4 chains, 3 chains. I don't imagine you'd want to take many chains on your deck, but you do have a pretty fast logo, so maybe you would. Maybe you would, because the Tattoo Vapors certainly help with all that. That's hard. But no, I mean, this is, like I said again, this is not at all my usual adaptive deck. I played this deck because I wanted to get some more reps on it for the Swindle Team Events playoffs. Yeah, that's my feeling as well. Especially against my deck, besides the unlock gateways, it's mostly single target removal and fighting, and so if you're able to get wide boards, it's harder for me to remove them unless I unlocked gatewayed, which it does have 3, so it's not like that. It's not like it's not that unlikely for me to unlock 8 UU, but it does feel like your deck would struggle with chains. So that's why I was thinking I'd probably push you to like 4, You know, I'd bid up to 3 or 4. You take 5. Yeah, you can't. It was so annoying having that one Ingram just barely live. I just needed like, there just needed like one more card every turn, or just one more creature to stick in order to keep to actually deal with that Ingram. It was just, believe me, that was so frustrating not being able to deal with that one Ingram with 4 amber on it for like half the game. Yeah, you certainly needed that alive. And yeah, that was just, yeah. I was almost there. Like, there was many turns where I was like, wow, I'm just like so close to killing it, but not quite there. That was a lot of fun though. And yeah, I played this deck instead of Bobbeth because of which I don't even know if Bobbeth would have a more interesting matchup into the years as well. But playing this one to get some reps for the Swindle Team events, which I'm assuming they'll pick for Vet in my lineup as the Archon. So I'm trying to get more reps into it. So I'm very familiar with the other 2 decks in my lineup. Yeah. Yeah, this is it looks like it has it doesn't look super tricky necessarily, but it does seem like you do want to be setting up your hands properly to get the boards out when you need the proper setup of a board out, which seems like the tricky part of this deck. 'Cause it's not like you just want to play the Frains or whatever on their own. So yeah, definitely seems like a really interesting deck. But yeah, very well played, Dinobot. And I don't know, this is your first game, so your first game of KAGI, I think, right? So starting off strong, and good luck to the rest of your things. And that's all gonna be all for me. I am gonna sign off. Yeah, first game. That's what I thought. So this is my 3rd now. So 2 losses and 1 win. Beat Not Tonight in a 2-0, and I think I lost the other 2. But see you, everyone. See you, Ketzer. Thanks for stopping in. See you, Dinobot. See you all around, and have a good night, chat.